Hi guys, Miss Andronicus here, and today we're looking at order of operations. With order of operations, I'm going to call it BIDMAS. We use the acronym BIDMAS. You may have heard BOMDAS, BODMAS, any of those ones. They're all pretty much the same, so if there's one you like, stick to it, all good. So for BIDMAS, we've got the B for brackets, I for indices, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. So going through them one by one, we've got brackets. So an example of that is if you had a question like 5 plus 4 divided by 2. Ordinarily with BIDMAS, division comes before the addition, but because of the brackets trumps all. So brackets win, and as a result, you would add that together first, which makes it 9 divided by 2, which would then, of course, equal 4.5, let's say. Okay, so just making sure that you know that that's what the brackets are. Indices, so anything to the power of, so 5 to the power of 2 or 5 squared, that's an indice, and that is 5 times 5, which is 25, so an example of that. Division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Now these are sort of in pairs, so you've really got division and multiplication as a pair, and you've got addition and subtraction as a pair. Okay, so those two go together, and they actually are interchangeable. Those four, really, we could kind of loop them together because they all operate from left to right. Okay, so you've got division and multiplication, whichever comes first, left to right, and addition and subtraction, whichever comes first, left to right. Okay, so that's the way your BIDMAS works. Brackets always first, indices, and then whichever is first out of those two, and then whichever is first out of those two, always operating from left to right between them. Okay, let's go through some examples. So the first example, something simple, 8 divided by 4, take 2. So because with BIDMAS we've got division coming first, we have to do that first. Now when we are working through these expressions, we always line our equal signs up on the left, and we line them up going downwards, okay? Really important for communication. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, and we work one step at a time. So we've worked out the division, we write the answer there, then we carry down everything else. We don't just do everything in our heads, okay? So 8 divided by 4 is 2. Take 2 is going to equal 0 in this example, okay? That way I can see every step of your communication, equal signs lining up, and you have it all there. Okay, let's go to another example, example number 2. So here, a little bit more complicated, but we still need to follow our BIDMAS. So equal signs lining up, BIDMAS, B for brackets. We go straight to the brackets, and then we have to work out BIDMAS within our brackets as well. So within our brackets, we have a subtraction and an indice. We know indices come first between that. So we have to keep everything the same and just deal with the indice, then we can deal with the subtraction. Okay, so we go 12 times 5 plus 4 times. We have to keep this, and 2 to the power of 2, or 2 times 2 is 4. Now we can deal with the rest of the bracket, so we keep everything the same. This is the level of communication that we expect, and 10 take 4 is 6. Now again with BIDMAS, we've got to go to the multiplication. So we go multiplication, 12 times 5, we have 12 times 5 is 60. We also have another multiplication over here separately, so we can do this all in one. So we keep the addition there, 4 times 6 is 24, and then we do 60 plus 24 is going to be 84, and there's your answer. Equal signs lined up, all of the level of communication and working there, that's really critical. Okay, last example. This one looks a bit trickier, but it isn't really. These are just different examples of different types of brackets you can see. So if you've got more than one set of brackets, they tend to change them to that square type bracket and then that kind of squiggly bracket that you almost see in music sometimes. So it doesn't really matter the shape of the brackets, it's just that they do change and you've got to be aware of that. Okay, so when you've got multiple brackets, you've got to start with the most inside pair of brackets. So you've got to go into the very middle and do that first, then you work your way outward. So equal signs lined up, everything else stays the same. We're going to be dealing with this rounded bracket first. So we go 11 take 2 is 9, get rid of that, keep the times 2, squared bracket, plus 2, squiggle. Okay, so then we deal with the next set of brackets. So see how we take it one bracket set at a time. So then we go squiggle bracket stays, 9 times 2 is 18, plus 2, squiggle bracket. So see how we've again now eliminated the next set of brackets. From there 80 still stays. You just bring down all those numbers that you're not dealing with just yet. You go 18 plus 2 is 20. Then we go 80 divided by 20 is going to be 4. Okay, so that's it. I know it looks tricky, but it's not, and you'll be fine. Good job. Thanks, guys. Ciao for now.